Antifa, Santa Claus, and the Easter Bunny walk into a bar. Welcome to your morning update. It is Tuesday, November 25th. We are a few days away from Thanksgiving, and I hope you're all getting ready to enjoy your holiday feast. Remember to bring up politics so that you can save money on Christmas presents this year. You will, however, have to give a few up, I suspect, if ever that sort of family member was ever going to give you one in the first place because you voted for Trump. So anyway, Antifa, Santa Claus, and the Easter Bunny walk into a bar, and they walk up to the bartender, and the bartender says, "Oh, so you're here by yourself?" That's right. Two of those things don't really exist. And as alarming as that is as a child for many to discover that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist, or especially Santa Claus, and I remember distinctly the day it happened, eventually you get over it, and the gifts keep coming. So what about that Antifa guy, though? Well, we've been told for a very long time, despite the obvious evidence, that Antifa doesn't exist, that it's not a real thing. Sadly, Democrats can no longer say that. From Breitbart. In a landmark case, 5 members of a North Texas Antifa cell have become the first defendants in America to be convicted on terrorism charges, pleading guilty to providing material support to terrorists after a violent July 4th ambush on the ICE Prairieland detention facility in Alvarado, Texas. Nathan Bauman, Seth Sykes, Joy Gibson, and John Thomas and Lynette Sharp entered their pleas on November 19th in shackles before a federal judge in Fort Worth, admitting their roles in the attack that left a police officer shot in the neck. Each now faces up to 15 years in prison, marking what prosecutors call the nation's first successful terrorism case against Antifa militants. The Antifa militants not only pled their case, they admitted to being Antifa militants. So now we have individuals involved in Antifa who were all dressed in military-style black bloc, attacking federal and local officers, and they were Antifa, and they admitted it, which causes a huge problem for the Democrats, because if you exist, and you admit that your organization is engaged in violent attacks against the federal government, how do you say it's not real? Well, you really can't. But these are Democrats. They will keep trying. Don't worry about that. Remember, Elise Slotkin just admitted that she doesn't know about any illegal orders that Trump may have issued to the military, but they're still concerned. And we also have other problems, of course. These people believe in socialism, the socialist utopia, and of course that's another fantasy that would leave the Antifa member standing at the bar all by himself. That's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving. We'll be here every day this week, so make sure you get up and check out the morning update. And don't forget, podcasts every night, 7 days a week, right here on GraniteRock.com. Thanks. See you tomorrow.